Hello everyone, it's been a while since my last update, and last time I did an update on Bitcoin it was at around 17,000 USD. It might have even been a bit lower than that. Um, Basically, so what I was saying around my last update was that I was incredibly bullish for Bitcoin. I was expecting to at least target the 19,000 area. This, mind you, this was back when we were probably at around the 13,000 area, and everyone was calling for that big pullback. I was also significantly bearish on alts. I was not holding any alts at that time, apart from a little bit of Litecoin. I was incredibly bearish on alts, and so the questions are, where have I been recently, and have my views changed? So let's get into it. So regarding where I have been recently, I've been really busy developing the Trend Smasher algorithm. I've been really busy improving it, adding features for my subscribers, and also developing the website for the algorithm. So now it has been made. It gives you an overview of the algorithm and how you can become a much better trader by using it. So I really highly recommend checking out the website. It will give you a quick overview, and you can get a completely free 3-day trial to the Trend Smasher. All you need is a TradingView account. Fill in this form on my website at www.thetrendsmasher.com. Once you fill this in, I'll then give you a free trial. No questions asked. You get a completely free trial and get to use the Trend Smasher for yourself. So that's what I've been busy with recently, developing the Trend Smasher, working on the website, and really on the larger scale, not much really changed since my last update. I was incredibly bullish, and unlike these other YouTubers, they need to get a video out every day. They need to hit the 10-minute mark. I'm only going to produce a video when really something changes and there's something important to talk about. And we've had a really big run up. So I think first things first, let me have a look at Bitcoin. So today we're just going to do a very, very basic overview of the markets. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but there's a lot of worry on social media about whether Bitcoin, we're at the top, the bull market, has it ended, and so on and so forth. So I want to give my thoughts on where we are and whether alt season has happened yet. I'm going to be doing some more detailed videos later this week, going through how to use my Trend Smasher going to give some live examples of using the Trend Smasher. So that's something to really look forward to. So make sure you're subscribed so you can keep up to date and look at my videos. So let's just turn off some of these additional indicators. So we'll just look at the Trend Smasher. So the colors are slightly different since my last update. So now we have a new version. So there's green candles, which are bullish, light blue, which means it's bullish, but we should probably be hedging. So, if we're long here, we can maybe exit our long and wait for a new green candle. And then you have the same for bearish. So you have red bearish candles and a pink candle, which means if you're in a short, you should be hedging your short and waiting for a red candle to re-enter. Pardon me. So those are the changes since the last video. I've done a ton of updates to the Trend Smasher. So that's really improved how the algorithm works. So let's just get into the charts. I'm going to look at the 4-hour time frame only today, just to have a really brief overview. So let's look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin really is holding this trend line. We did have a very large wick. I think it was over 20% down here, which is one of the largest wicks we've had recently, I think, since the March dump. So that was a very significant wick. We have short-term topped out here, so this is an area to watch. We are also in a short-term downtrend, but you know, this wick was bought up so quickly, and I don't consider this broken yet. And we also had another strong bounce off this trend line here as well. So right now on the 4 hour, I don't think we can be screaming bearish yet for Bitcoin. Yes, there are hedge candles, so it means we can be neutral here. But really, I'm quite comfortable still being in a long here. Let's also look at the smasher bands. Now this is a new indicator I've developed. It's sort of like the Bollinger Bands, apart from it uses a average true range, an ATR, and there's a few other tweaks I've made to it. You can see here that oftentimes, you know, when we top, we have some consolidation and downwards movement, and you can see here this caught it perfectly. So we're definitely not in oversold territory by any means, and that would be under 25k. But we are pretty much in a neutral range here. But I really do like this wick, how strong we were bought up. You know, oftentimes when you see a bottom or a top, there's going to be a very large wick here where there's not much opportunity to buy. It's similar to a top, this is what makes me think we've not topped yet. You know, a top does not give you this much time to sell the top. It is usually very quick. The sellers usually come in very quick and start selling down, and it's a very aggressive move. You know, we've not really had that on this top yet, which makes me think we do have more upside on Bitcoin on the 4 hour. So, you know, the trend smasher is green. The price change oscillator is green. We also have the trend and trop smasher. Now this is a new indicator. I'm not going to go into loads of detail yet, but the smaller these little moves are, the more we're trending. So you can see here, this long one here is a period of longer consolidation, whereas here you can see we're starting to really start aggressively trending up. So we're still in very aggressive trend territory, so we're still looking bullish. Price change is bullish. Volume, however, there is a bearish divergence, so we're making a higher high but a lower high on the volume, although obviously that did already play out because we had this big dump here. So that bearish divergence already played out, and this top already played out. So we had bearish divergence and a top on the smasher bands, which played out into the dump. Volume is not looking good at the moment. It's not looking the best. So that is one worrying sign, is the volume is not good, but the price action and the trend smasher, the candle colors, are still looking relatively bullish. We would like to have a green candle though soon, but for now this is okay. I'm not too worried. You know, if we close a candle below this blue trend line on Bitcoin, then I'll start being a lot more bearish, at least short to medium term. So the question is now, is it alt season? So we can quickly have a look at Ethereum. Now I'm not going to go into Ethereum in a ton of detail. We're just going to have a look at the price action. So we can see here, compared to Bitcoin, Ethereum is really breaking out and breaking up hard. That is a very strong move. Compared to Bitcoin, Ethereum is looking much, much stronger. You know, there's no need really to go into too much TA on this. We are overbought looking at this and looking at the smasher bands. However, the smasher bands can be overbought for quite a while before the price actually dumps down. So right now, Ethereum is in a strong upwards bullish trend. Now, I do plan on doing a more detailed video on Ethereum within the next few days. But we can see here for Ethereum, the volume is going crazy as well. It's very bullish. Price action very bullish. The trend smasher also had a large period of consolidation, and now it's starting to trend. You know, Ethereum has a long way that it can go up. You know, if we look at Ethereum and Bitcoin as a chart, let's see. Bitcoin. You know, we can see it's breaking up massively here, and you know, on the grand scheme of things, and let's even look at the longer time frames like 3 day. You know, we can see that, in the grand scheme, if we turn off the smasher bands and we turn that off, we still have, Ethereum is very, very low compared to Bitcoin. There's a lot of room up for Ethereum here. So the main way I consider whether it's alt season or not is to look at the Bitcoin dominance. So just to summarize what we've been through already, Bitcoin is slightly bullish. It's not the most bullish it's been, but I'm still expecting higher targets. I'm expecting a new all-time high. Right now I'm hedged. I'm waiting for a green candle, but I am bullish on Bitcoin. I am much more bullish on Ethereum. Just looking at the chart, it's broken up massively versus Bitcoin. The chart just looks much better than Bitcoin's at the moment, and it just has a lot of room up. And to see whether alts are going to have a bounce back, we just need to look at the Bitcoin dominance. So, and this is the 3-day Bitcoin dominance. So you can see here, Bitcoin dominance is still strong. Red, green candles. However, we do have a strong wick here, and a lot of bearish volumes come in here, which that's what you like. That's what you see in tops usually. But that's just we can put a trend line, but we've not broken this trend line yet on Bitcoin. That's the only thing. So this is why I'm not saying there's a full-blown alt season starting, but what I am saying is that we can start to be a bit more cautious. And looking at how well Ethereum is doing at the moment, I'm very confident and comfortable holding Ethereum here. I think it's definitely got a lot more move up to go, especially looking at the potential for Bitcoin dominance to have topped here. Now, another interesting tidbit is that if this is the top, it's topped up pretty close to the 2019 top. So this was just after this is basically just when we went to 14,000 USD and then we dumped all the way down to 4K. So Bitcoin dominance is quite close to where it was back then. We haven't closed the candle above that. We've had a strong rejection, come back down. Now on the 3-day, we don't have to worry yet. It's not bearish yet for Bitcoin. It's still incredibly strong. But if we start looking at the lower time frames, like the 4-hour, we can see now that Bitcoin dominance has started to correct on the smaller time frames. Now, this is why I'm more bullish on Ethereum at the moment. We had this longer term trend line for Bitcoin dominance. It's broken down. The trend smasher is red, and also the price change oscillator is under the moving average. So, in summary, I am bullish on Bitcoin. I still think we're going to go for a new all-time high. But I'm more bullish on Ethereum. And once Ethereum starts running, then other alts are going to join. Now, if we look here, in December, November, I was not bullish on alts at all. I said, don't buy them. It's not a good time to buy. A Bitcoin is going to be the one to make the move. And here we've seen that Bitcoin has been running the show for the past 3 months. But I'm starting to see early signs that it's a good time to start buying alts. Me personally, I am buying my hodl stack for alts. I'm not going to start going heavy leverage until really we start seeing Bitcoin dominance, looking bearish on higher time frames. On the 12-hour, it's even starting to look bearish here. But, I think once it starts looking bearish on the 1 day, when we start seeing, red trend smasher on the 1 day, I'm going to start really leveraging up my Ethereum and start to deleverage my Bitcoin longs slightly. But again, I'm still bearish and bullish on Bitcoin. I'm just more bullish on Ethereum at the moment. So that's my very quick summary of the market at the moment. And again, if you want to use the Trend Smasher, I really highly recommend it. You can go onto my website and get a free 3-day trial. You just need to fill out the form down below. You can even, watch the videos and learn more about it. For me personally, if I had this when I first started trading, I would have made a lot more than what I did. I went through a lot of pain, a lot of learning, and the Trend Smasher will just really help give you clarity for your trades. So I really highly recommend it. You've got nothing to lose. Give it a go. And if you have any questions, just get in touch. You can get me on Twitter at SmasherCrypto, or you can email me at info@theTrendsmasher.com. Alright, have a good one.